A day of peaceful.
Lord Nias, are we almost there?
Yes. There is just one last thing to do. No one knows when the black tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphoreus' borders, Nikador was the first Titan to venture forth. During the battle against the black tide, their sanity began to slip away. In their pride, the Titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash. Yet they could not sever the root of this corruption. They battled the black tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it. Before their divinity could be completely corrupted, they removed a part of it.
Could it be?
The fragment of divinity that they stripped away. The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their body, and fulfill their sacred mission. They represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally put an end to everything.
Lord Nias, what do you intend to do?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They are all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of these soul fragments has led me to a conclusion. Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation. There is only one option. The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole once more. You will go into battle with a Titan nearly at the zenith of their powers. And when that happens, the glory of slaying a god will also be presented before you.
What about you, Lord Nias?
I will return to where I came from, and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more. In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption. An inevitable course of action if we hope to end this madness.
You are willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness.
This is my purpose. My origin. I am no mortal, and I do not fear death. Even so, will you still weep for me?
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
Well, we haven't known each other for long. I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before I go. Do not detest your talent, and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world. What an irony.
Civilizations only grow under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering. Yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding and tall. She knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps she can be your inspiration. If you die by my lance, then there's no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue the fight against the Black Tide.
On behalf of all the Chrysos heirs, I promise you.
I am Nikador, the Lance of Fury, the messenger of turmoil, and the embodiment of strife! Remember this! I am the scar that this world needs!
You hear that? What? They've returned!
Best me! Grant me an end! Infinity warrior! Corpus Venus!
So, this is Nikador's true form. It's incredible.
Well done on them. I was prepared to fight till the end of time.
A little honesty would do us, Catadons.
Nice like a good brew, full-bodied and sweet. My friends, indulge yourselves!
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
The way is fraught with
Lord,
difficulties.
watch over you and guide you on your path.
In the mood for another beating?
Adorned in splendor.
Heard the call. I doubt farewell.
A little honesty would do us. Countless, thus our fates become one.
How's this taste?
I can't thank you enough.
Nice like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
All life we will be.
Since you've overcome the curse of immortality, destruction shall be your reward.
Honestly, Lord Linus, your nightmare will be over soon.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Heard the call. I doubt farewell. This will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Prepare to dance. Countless, thus our fates become one. All lives be revealed.
Doja! Helios!
No great concern.
Nice, like my friend. Indulge yourselves! Time to mix things up.
Thank you, friend. Is that fear I sense? So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Serenity is before me.
All lives shall be revealed.
Come on! Bring an extra strike! Once and for all!
A little honesty would do. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Victory is at hand! Time for the final blow!
Master. Now.
No longer must one wield a sword. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife. It's finally over. Nikador's core flame.
Time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last Titan fell. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold in the prophecy.
The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar now that its Titan is gone.
You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet.
What's next?
I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that'll illuminate our path onward.
You spoke with Nikador.
What did they say? Please. I need to know.
Not now, Lord Mighty. I'll tell you everything once we return to Akama.
Aglaya mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Mighty, do you...
This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for?
But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them.
If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now.
A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision so easily makes it seem like this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know? Come with me then, Core Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return. I don't think I felt anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I had assumed that bearing the core flame would take a lot more out of me. In any case, let's return to Akima and share news of our victory with the two demigods.
Go with the rest, miss. I will catch up with you later. I would like to talk to Lord Nias again. One last time. Lord Nias. Lord Nigador. Can you hear me? I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace. But you are the only one with answers to my deepest doubts. So, forgive me for disturbing you. Please tell me, do you know where Thanatos is? I must find them. The half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it back from them. I see. So even the Strife Titan has never seen death in the flesh. I will continue this arduous journey, even if I must travel to every corner of Amphoreus. I understand. The Chrysos heirs will fulfill the promise we made, and see your unfinished work to its end. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you, the bringer of strife into this world. But it's a good thing it's just me here. No one else can see what you look like in the final moments of your life. Poets will still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption, the god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death, to a sweet land full of blossoming flowers. Farewell, Titan.
We completed the mission, Treeby. No broken limbs or severe injuries. Just a fiery core flame in the palm of my hand.
I can feel the core flame's warmth. Well done, Finan. It has been far too long since Amphoreus last saw the birth of a demigod. Having you take Nigador's place will surely invigorate the spirits of those in the holy city.
I want to be honest about this. I believe Mighty is the better candidate. He was once the crown prince of Kremnos, after all, and much of his lifetime was spent fighting alongside Nigador. He is more worthy of the title of Strife than I am.
You have thought much about this, sweet child. But there is one thing you overlooked. The qualities you've mentioned are very likely the reasons my Demos refused this core flame. I do not doubt his strength and talents. In fact, he must have imagined himself becoming a god 1,000 times over. But he turned it down because he does not want to lead his people down the same path again. So I will ask you once more. Have you made up your mind, Finan of Ides Elysiae?
I am ready for this. I will shoulder the burden of divinity alongside the both of you. I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
Very good.
This day has finally come, Snowy. You've been wanting this all along, right?
If the prophecy hadn't found me back then, I would still be roaming the world aimlessly. Right now, though, I live for the sole purpose of dedicating myself to the mission of the Chrysos heirs.
I never once doubted your resolve. This time tomorrow, the Chrysos heirs will gather at the Vortex of Genesis to surrender the core flame that once belonged to Nikador, the Lance of Fury. Remember, this is unlike the unchanging rites our priests perform. No one knows the true cost a mortal must pay to accept Strife's divine authority. Your road ahead is still full of uncertainty. Use this time to properly rest, Finan.
I understand. Until tomorrow, then. They have Aglaya and Treeby to thank for that. It is because of their protection that the citizens are able to enjoy peace. Where did Mighty go? Our victory might not have been possible without your help. I'm sure you've heard enough words of gratitude, but it's only right that I... Right! It would be the first time I thanked you, so... Thank you for your help, Miss Mem? Aglaya will gather us at the Vortex of Genesis this time tomorrow, where we'll perform a ritual to surrender the core flame. She only mentioned the Chrysos heirs, but if I invite you to, I'm sure she'll welcome your presence. From what Aglaya said, no one can predict what's going to happen, because each Titan's divine authority is unique. That's why I hope both of you can be there tomorrow. It'll bolster my confidence. That's settled then. The night's all yours, but get some rest before tomorrow's ritual. I should also take this time to sort out my thoughts. I'll see you soon, my friends.